Welcome back. I'm Emily at Emily's podcast, Tribute to All Little Angels. Episode 7 of the descriptions of the pictures. Last week I said I wanted to tell you a story about the Bible they pulled out of a casket on November 26, 2019. Okay, Megan has been laid to rest since 1999. April of 1999. Over the years since November 26, 2019, my thoughts will not let me forget the thought of the Bible. Now here's a question for you. Tell me what you think, and at the end of this episode, I will tell you what I think, what I know. The question. After 20 years, or how many ever years, Megan endured water in her casket, a book underwater after all this time. Would it be intact? Let me know what you think. Now, to get to the descriptions of the pictures. September 16, 2023. On this day, I took 7 pictures. The first one is taken from the north onto Babyland 6 West. Megan's flowers are stuck in the ground west of the existing tree. The big brown headstone is northeast of the existing tree. The second and third pictures is a full view picture of Babyland 6 West. The fourth picture has a green orb in it laying on the edge of the concrete slab for the small drain that was set in 2019 while the drain systems were being fixed. The fifth picture is an up close of Megan's flowers stuck in the ground. The sixth picture, wow, a picture of a beautiful globe. The sun is intertwined with a cloud. There are rays from the sun shining through the existing tree. It's orange in color, and a white orb at the trunk of the tree. The seventh picture is an up-close picture of picture 1 I just mentioned. September 25th, 2023. The sun rays is shooting down onto the little girl's headstone that used to set at the southeast of the south tree. The rock headstone is west of this headstone. When by looking at this picture, the rock headstone didn't set in a straight line with this little girl's headstone, because in 1999 to 2015, this little girl's headstone that sat southeast of the south tree, that's how this story got started. Because at the very time they pointed out they cut down a tree, and where the tree was located at, a red flag popped up, and I knew something wasn't right. This second picture is of the rock headstone, close up, and looking at this picture, the lines around the rock headstone are still visible. The third picture is taken from the west to the east of where Megan's headstone washed away to. The rock headstone and the little girl's headstone that sat next to the south tree, more to the south of the tree, and the rock headstone and Megan's headstone lined right up with the south tree. The fourth picture is of Megan's flowers. The picture is taken from the north. The fifth picture is of a flower bud in the grass. The sixth picture is of Megan's flowers with a headstone that used to set to the north of the south tree. The picture was taken from the east. The seventh picture is an up-close picture of Babyland 6 West sign, the existing tree, headstones to the south, Megan's flowers to the west of this tree. The eighth picture is taken from the north to the south. There are headstones sunk in the ground. They are scattered, not in a row. The 9th picture is taken from the south to the north, taken in the same area of picture 8 in Babyland 6 West. The 10th picture is a full view picture of Babyland 6 West. 11th picture, this picture is taken straight lined with the small drain, the Babyland sign, the double headstones, the big brown headstone north, the existing tree, Megan's flowers, and the headstones to the south, which should set to the north of this existing tree. The 12th picture is taken more north of Babyland 6 West, the area where the north tree sat. The 13th picture is of the branches of the existing tree, the big drain, the drain that has sat there since I know of 1999, and headstones that should be moved to the north. This is the area where the north tree was. October 1st, 2023. Today when I visit the cemetery, I took the first picture of the full view area from my car. The second picture is an up-close picture of the headstone of the little girl that is at rest south of the south tree. The rock headstone imprint in the ground, but cannot see the rock. The headstones to the north and west, and the Mother Mary statue with flowers, beautiful flowers around it. The third picture is of the same view, but of more headstones to the north. The fourth picture is an up-close picture of the Babyland 6 West sign, the existing tree, Megan's flowers stuck in the ground west of the tree. October 6, 2023. This first picture on this day is a full view of Babyland 6 West, taken from the east to the west. The second and third picture is of Madison, Megan's sister, her friend, and their 2 dogs, my granddogs. I love my babies, all of them, standing at Megan's resting place, west of the Babyland 6 West sign and the existing tree. The fourth picture, Madison's friend, is sticking the flowers in the ground for Megan. The fifth picture is of Megan's fall flower, Halloween flowers in the ground, and Madison and the 2 dogs. The sixth picture, Madison and Daisy, the dark dog, is standing at Megan's resting place. Well, actually, Daisy is sitting on the resting place of the rock headstone. The seventh and eighth picture are of the other dog, Nala, resting with Madison's friend. The ninth picture is of Madison, her friend, the 2 dogs north of the tree, and the Babyland 6 West sign. The 10th picture is of the south side of the existing tree, headstones to the south, Megan's flowers west of the tree, and the headstones southwest of her flowers. The 11th and 12th pictures are of Madison's friends playing with the dogs in Babyland 6 West, north of the tree. The 13th picture is an up-close picture of the south side of the tree, Megan's flowers, and Madison holding the leashes for the dogs. The 14th, 15th, and 16th picture, Madison and her friend are playing with the dogs. This is the day also we put out flowers on other headstones around Babyland 6 West. The first picture today, there were no flowers, but 1 or 2 headstones. Megan's flowers were stuck in the ground, and we put the flowers on other headstones to brighten it up in Babyland 6 West. The 17th picture, Madison is walking from her friend's truck toward Babyland 6 West. What's visible in this picture is the truck on the west side street. the small drain, the Babyland sign, the double headstones, a headstone that sat on the south corner of the north tree, not the south tree. And look at the distance of where the east-west street is located. If this tree was the north tree, we would visualize the whole front side of the east-west street corners, not just the south side of the east-west street. The 18th and 19th pictures, a picture of two of my granddogs. The 20th picture is a full view for the electrical pole to the north side of the existing tree. Madison is walking toward the street with the dogs. The 21st picture is taken from the south of the small drain. Also visual is the big drain that had sat there since I know of in 1999. There were no other drains there until they put the small one in east of the existing tree in 2019. The Babyland sign, Madison and her friend walking the dogs to the truck, the double headstones, the big brown headstone, and the headstone to the north and the west. The 22nd and 23rd picture is a full view of Babyland 6 West. October 8, 2023. The first and second picture taken today is of a white sun ray glowing down on Babyland 6 West. The picture shows full view of Babyland 6 West. Megan and the other flowers that were put there are still there. The third and fourth pictures of the little girl that's at rest at the southeast corner of the south tree. The yellow flowers we put on her headstone west of her is white and white flowers next north of the rock headstone. Further west is a few more headstones, and then the Mother Mary statue, headstone with beautiful flowers surrounding it. The fifth and sixth picture is another full view picture taken of the area in Babyland 6 West. The seventh picture is taken from the east, but north of the existing tree and Megan's flowers. October 11, 2023. On this day, I'm listening to the news, and a segment came up about a judge in our state that was caught texting messages and being crude with her work ethics. As I listened, and I'm thinking, no way. I listened and watched some more. When I saw her picture and heard her name, I knew it was her. I cried. Then I got mad. It's the same woman that I hired her law firm for this case, Megan's case, in 2017, June 22nd, 2017 to be exact. And oh, how they were all so nice to me when they were working the case. My attorney, Matt, even told me we would be getting the best advice from one of the better attorneys in the country. And yes, I believed him. There were a lot of stalling, ignoring throughout the years they worked on this case. On the day of the digging of Megan's headstone, Matt, my attorney, was very disrespectful with the word, well, the F word, coming out of his mouth. And when I didn't side with them about that it was not Megan's casket, he is screaming at me over the phone. After I fired Matt on December 4th, 2019, I was asked a few times, what laws were he filing under for this case? Because, Emily, there are no laws in Oklahoma for this kind of case. I did file a complaint with the Bar Association, with letters from both my attorney and the bar in response. So yes, I can agree with a very disrespectful work ethics and taking someone for thousands of dollars when there was no laws. Also on this day, I did go to the cemetery. The first picture I took, I was pulling up to Babyland 6 West. You can see the electrical pole, the existing tree, and the headstones to the northwest of where I was. The second picture is of a full view of Babyland 6 West taken from the east. The third picture is of the little girl, I will call her that for now. Her yellow flowers, the white flowers next to the rock headstone, and the headstones to the west, and the Mother Mary statue. The fourth picture is an up-close of Babyland 6 West sign, the tree west of that, the two headstones to the south of the tree, which should be on the south of the north tree. The little boy headstone with blue flowers next to it is the same little boy who I talked to his grandparents when I first started investigating. They had similar thoughts, and I said also. The city told them they cut down a tree, but as we all agreed, there was no tree there. The story is in the timeline of the podcast. Megan's flowers are west of the tree. The fifth picture is of some of the headstones in this area, from the little girl headstone to the Mother Mary statue headstone to the north, and how you can see how close the headstones are together. It's just so sad what a mess it is. The sixth and seventh picture is a full view of the area. The eighth picture is of the northwest corner of the concrete slab of the small drain, the north side of the Babyland sign, the double headstones, the existing tree, the brown headstone, and to the north and other headstones to the south. The ninth and 10th picture, you can see some headstones to the south, the existing tree, Megan's flowers west of the tree, and the headstones to the north, the area where the north tree was. On October 12th, 2023, I started sending emails to the news station that covered the story about the judge. I did get a few responses back in which I am responding to. Then they stopped. As when we started the podcast, we were getting emails in response then too, but then they also stopped. October 13th, 2023. This evening when I pulled into the cemetery, I went towards the south of the cemetery. There is a dark colored vehicle at Babyland 6 West, about 4 people standing by this fence. I pulled around the cemetery to wait until they were done visiting. And my gosh, I wanted so bad to pull up there. I so wanted to get out of my car and talk to them, but for some reason, I didn't. The third picture, I am now sitting northeast of Megan's area as I watch and wait. The fourth and fifth picture, they are getting in their cars to leave. In the sixth picture, I did wait for them to pull away from Babyland 6 West and pull around on the east side of the cemetery. And as they passed, I did remember the license plate. And I don't know who you are, but you can rest assured I will keep it. It's not for no one else unless we need to contact these people to let them know of the situation. Like I've said, it's sad to think My heart breaks to know where these people stand at their loved one's headstone. It's just a headstone. Your loved one is not there. They are to the north of the tree. The eighth picture, wow, the sun setting, the sun is glowing. The glow is really big. It shines right on Babyland 6 West. The flowers are still on the headstones, and there is also a white orb west of the tree. There are also ducks in this picture. The ninth picture is taken on an angle from the south of Megan's area, close up. The 10th picture is north of the existing tree, Megan's flowers west of the tree, partial vision of some headstones on the south of the tree, and the headstones to the north of the tree. There is a white orb in this picture. The 11th picture is a closer view of the same area. The orb has moved in location. The 12th picture, a close-up picture of the little girl's headstone, the rock headstone, and the headstones to the north and the west. There is a stake in the grass east of the Mother Mary statue headstone. A new headstone had been set in east of the Mother Mary statue. The 13th picture is taken from the south, looking onto headstones, the trunk of the tree, and Megan's flowers west of the tree. The 14th picture, I did go pray over the new headstone and the Mother Mary statue. It's a new headstone for their loved one. The 15th picture is of the ducks west of the fence and a few headstones. The 16th picture, a flock of ducks setting in the grass west of the fence. 17th picture is a full view picture of Babyland 6 West area. There is a white orb in this picture. The sun is setting, a bright white circle with a golden glow around it, west of the electrical pole. The 18th picture is also a full view picture, but as I scroll on my phone from one picture to another, it's like the orb is green in the 17th picture and turns to white. The orb in the 18th picture is a green orb, then disappears. The 19th picture is a partial picture of the south side and the north side of the existing tree. The 20th picture is an up-close picture of Megan's flowers and a handful of headstones. The 21st picture is an up-close picture of Babyland 6 West sign, the existing tree, Megan's flowers west of the tree, about 9 headstones to the south of the tree, and 4 headstones to the north of the tree in the picture. Okay, now to get back to the Bible. I have been asked several times since the day of Megan's headstone was dug up, where's the Bible? Daryl, the funeral director, has it. He picked it up out of the casket, showed it to me. It had no name on it. I asked him to turn it over. It had Megan's name engraved on it. The Bible and a crocheted blanket were the only 2 items found in this casket on this day. At that moment, the 2 items, Matt told them, were in there to identify Megan. He walked away with the Bible when they carried the casket to his car. But then the day I went to the funeral home to pick up Megan's belongings, the list of items on the funeral home's list was a pendant, a blanket, a liner. No mention of the Bible. So yes, where is the Bible? I'd like to have it back. It's Megan's. And now, to answer the question I had asked at the beginning of this episode. The way it looked and looks in the pictures of the Bible after it was pulled out of a casket that was full of water, the pages were not rippled. The pages were not swelled up. It may have been and stayed intact because it was. Thank you for listening. Stay kind with your words.